Prince Harry telling Joe Rogan to shut up. It's pretty funny. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and yes, Prince Harry's making the rounds today doing Dax Shepard's podcast, and this little bit that he said at the beginning, which I'll play for you in a second, has made all the headlines because he went after Joe Rogan, scorching Joe Rogan over the remarks of, when he said that, kids shouldn't get the thing. Got to be careful with my words here. But he said, you got to be careful about what comes out of your mouth. All right, got some thoughts on this. Let's hear the clip in question. Here's the little segment from the Armchair Expert, which we're doing because it's news, and I'm offering commentary, so it should be fair use. But let's play a quick little moment.
What was your feeling about Joe Rogan's comments about
vaccinating? Ridiculous, obviously. And I side with him.
Get comfy, though. We want you to be relaxed.
There
it is.
They're sitting down and getting ready for this interview.
What he said was ridiculous. And I also a little bit agree with him. Like, I fucking call fights. I'm an MMA announcer. I'm not Fauci. No one should be listening to my opinion on medical shit. So I agree with both sides. Like, what he said was stupid.
I think the issue is, like, in today's world with misinformation like endemic.
Yeah.
You got to be careful about what comes out of your mouth when it comes to that, because news doesn't exist in just news anymore.
Yeah, you're totally
it's
right.
splattered all over the place. So people like listen to Joe Rogan and say, "Oh, if he says that, then maybe and you're right. There's a sort of like, don't listen to me. It's like, well, don't say that. Just stay out of it.
Exactly. And just acknowledge.
Look, anyone can say whatever they want, right? That's the beauty of where we're at. I don't know if Harry knows that's how America works here, but what? I'm just, why, what? I don't understand this. Stay out of it. With that, they go on to say, it would have been better for Rogan to stay out of it, and with a platform comes responsibility. Calling Joe Rogan ridiculous, stupid. Look, I've already made a video about my topic on Joe Rogan. We're not allowed to talk about these ifs because then Prince Harry and Dax Shepard, who are apparent much better medical experts than Joe Rogan, are going to come attack us. That's the world we live in, where now Dr. Prince Harry knows better than Dr. Joe Rogan as to who's stupid and who's not. This whole thing is stupid. You're all idiot celebrities, and stop telling everybody what to do because you're not the experts either. That's the reality of what's so frustrating about all this. But what makes it even extra more ironic to me is just like, Prince Harry, you're telling someone to shut up and what to say and that it could cause trouble. I mean, seriously? I mean, you're creating a mental health series on Apple TV with Oprah based on your interview that you did that was such a hit. Your follow-up is to do more about mental health. You're not a doctor. Cause someone could easily tell you to shut up and say you're not qualified to talk about this. I mean, I understand. How do you have the gall to tell anybody to not talk about what they think? No one said, Joe didn't say he was a doctor and that they should listen to him. But the reality is you do things too. How about the fact that you literally, your claims that you put out there in your interviews where you want privacy. I mean, guys, he constantly is, I need privacy. I don't want the press is so toxic. I don't want to be involved. You keep feeding them. I thought you wanted privacy. And then you did this thing where you're like, well, someone in my family is racist, but I'm not going to tell you who. How is that being careful what you say? That sent your whole country in a tizzy. Everyone trying to figure out, well, who is it? Who's the one who said it? And then they're like, well, we didn't say it. You created a whole whirlwind of stuff without ever actually being specific, which to me is incredibly dangerous. So but Joe Rogan needs to shut up. Got it. Why even chime in on it? And it's not like Dax asked him. It wasn't even like it. He literally, Prince Harry walks in. You heard it. The first thing he's asked, what do you think of Joe Rogan? Like, he's like ready for the fight. He's like, what do you think? Let's bash Joe Rogan. Yeah. Let's bash him. I don't want the media to keep attacking me, but let's go bash Joe Rogan because that's an easy target. I don't get it. Look, I don't even know if I agree with Joe Rogan or not. I understand why people ask questions is what I'll say on the topic. And I do question kids. Kids aren't supposed to do it yet. And young, healthy people, in theory, there is a question about it. But it's a greater good. I had mine. I took it. I believed in it. I'm fine doing it. And I think we should for the greater good. It does. I think it's think it makes sense. But look, I understand why some people are hesitant. We can't make anybody do it. We can suggest it. We can say it's good for the society. Those are all things we can do, right? But all I know is I'm not listening to Dr. Joe Rogan, and I'm not listening to Dr. Prince Harry or Dr. Dax Shepard. None of you guys are ever going to get medical, I'm never taking any medical advice from any of you guys. So to me, all of this is just so silly. And then, of course, Piers Morgan chiming as well. For a guy who craves privacy, Prince Harry sure is yapping a lot about his private life. And I got to say, I agree with him. Like, I thought he was done, but he can't be done. He didn't want to use his royal fame. He wanted to quit the royal family for years, but he still wants to be famous. You notice how this happens? He doesn't want the royal fame that brought him there, which he was born into, but now he wants the fame, and now he wants the notoriety. Now he wants to go do podcasts with Dax Shepard, et cetera, et cetera. But the press and the fame, it's too much. I don't want to deal with it. I don't know. Look, I never had an issue with this guy, but he just seems like a hypocrite to me now. The more and more I hear. I never have a problem with him. He can say whatever the hell he wants. But I've talking to Steph, the Alter Nerd, and others who are just frustrated with him of like, why are you disrespecting our royal family and doing all this, causing so much trouble, just so you could kick up and make more fame in America? You used our tax-paying dollars as the prince, and now you just went out and you're going to sort of keep crapping on us constantly, which is what he's doing. He's still out there crapping on everybody. It's weird to me. Do I have the article? I don't understand why he won't just stop talking about it. Like, if you don't want the press to come at you, then don't talk about it. Tell Joe Rogan to stop talking. Someone needs to warn the Prince of Nobody that we have free speech here. Yeah, it's true that he's not a prince of anybody anymore. It's a reality. A lot of headlines. Wait, did Prince Harry bring up Joe Rogan? Guys, it's so unusual to hear people from this family have normal conversations. His whole life was about avoiding controversial topics, and now he's doing exactly. Now he wants to be controversial. Every chance he gets, he's going out there talking about things to drum up press. And look, he's allowed to think this. He's allowed to think it. I'm not telling him not, but it's like, it's so weird. It's so weird. Prince Harry slamming Joe Rogan is a vibe. It's just all this like us versus them. They're idiots. Ugh. Why is anybody ripping on anybody? Like, anybody knows better. None of these people are medical experts. Who the hell cares what Prince Harry says? Because I guarantee Joe Rogan doesn't. Facts. Yeah, look, there's so much here. Duncan on Joe Rogan. I look forward to Joe's thoughts on this and what he's going to say, because now it's all over the place because the media, that's what the media does. And now Harry, who's all about like, oh, let's not arm the media and make it toxic, has now spread some gasoline to go, crap on Joe Rogan for something he's already apologized for and clarified. He's like, don't listen to me. I'm an idiot, which Dax, to his credit, at least was like, look, I agree. He said, don't listen to me. No one should. That should be the message here. But look, this is annoying. This is annoying to me. Enough is enough. Why are you out there still doing this? And what makes you the expert in any of this stuff is what I want to know. What do you guys think? I got to go also with Pierce on this. I thought you wanted privacy. But now, no, he's going to keep doing podcasts and appearances and still talk about how rough it was and the royal family and how he's going to be milking this for as long as possible to keep his engagements and get more famous and get more things. I mean, hey, the dude's making a living. I guess that's what he's got to do now that he doesn't get those royal checks anymore. Excuse me. But I'm curious what you think. Am I overthinking this, or do you see the hypocrisy growing over on Prince Harry now that he's Mr. Hollywood? I want to hear your thoughts down below. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, smash that bell for all alerts. And while you're at it, how about that thumb up? Throw a thumb up right now. You're listening, you're watching. And then leave a comment saying, hey, I thumbed up. And yeah, here's my thoughts on Prince Harry. 2 comments works as well. Appreciate all you guys for watching. Thanks so much for staying tuned. We're Thursday live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to miss it. Don't miss it. It's going to be here on Popcorn Planet.